So, Sasquatch says, "Oh yes, please get Kevin Sullivan. I love hearing his perspective on wrestling and everywhere he wrestled and everything he has done. Another man who is a breeze and a joy and easy to listen to for long periods."
He's such a nice guy. I mean, he's one of my favorite people on the planet by far.
Yeah.
I would love to make a cross country trip and have there be lipstick cameras in the car and just smoke a couple doobs and drive and
Mm-hmm.
just chat.
Some of my, I also similarly enjoy Sullivan, and I do reference him when people talk about people who, I chose to be friendly with in the business. There are a handful that you could sit with and have an intelligent discussion about anything other than wrestling, which is usually what I preferred to talk about when I wasn't on camera talking to a wrestler. But you guys are used to this one element that, as an outsider, I never considered myself in the wrestling business. That wasn't used to. I was I was at his hotel room. I don't remember who he was rooming with at the time, and it was in between shoots or something, and he worked that night in the ring. This is like after his retirement, a later run, and he's washing his gear in the sink. And maybe a common thing for you guys: get some detergent, do a little wash in the sink.
Woolite.
And okay, right.
But if you don't have Woolite, just use the shampoo.
Okay, good. Then a tip for everyone.
You would not believe a pristine singlet that you put on your body and you go out there and you roll around in the ring and you get sweaty, I mean, sopping wet underneath those lights, and you go back to your hotel room and you put some shampoo and hot water in the sink and you start agitating with your hands, and all of a sudden that water turns it looks like somebody's spittoon.
Right, because the mat is absolutely filthy.
It's fucking filthy.
Yeah, I don't know how you guys didn't get like staph infections every other week from those mats.
Because that's why. That's why. Excuse me. Most of us wore elbow pads and stuff like that just to
You didn't scuff up.
Yeah.
Well, those that didn't, like the Argentina Rockers in the world, I don't know. I don't know how they weren't constantly. So anyway, Sullivan's standing there in the sink, in his fucking jock, and we're having a conversation. It's an unnatural way to talk to somebody in their jock while they're washing the stuff in the sink. And I remember the NWO comes up, and he said, I was probably talking to whoever was in the bedroom area of the room, and he starts yelling. He goes, "You know who made that? What it was? X-Pac." He starts yelling. Say what? He's standing. He comes out with his fucking in his jock. He's like, "X-Pac was a big part of that and doesn't get the credit." I said, "All right, I've done all I can here," and I left. But that's one of those things that just.
And that's true, man. He doesn't. Sean doesn't get the credit he should.
Agreed.
Should get.
Agreed.
It sure is funny how the only thing that changed in those 83 weeks is X-Pac going to fucking WWE.
Interesting.
There were no other fucking major. Brett joined us. You know, we got Brett, and they got X-Pac, and they won. So